Hello, welcome back, and thanks for joining me again. It's Judy from Thistledew Creations, and I have happy mail to share with you today. Two different bits of happy mail. This first one is from Laura Kennedy Plyler, and she joined into the Thistledew Creations Facebook group playing card swap. And she joined at the last minute after I'd already done the pairs. So I swapped with her because I can always use more playing cards and I have lots to share. So this is what she sent me. She sent me this altered playing card, which was part of the deal. You're supposed to send 12 playing cards and an altered one. So she took this playing card and added a blue sky and a bird and flower and a lady and rhinestones for the waterfall. So I thought that was very cute. And Laura's just beginning her playing card collector's journey. And so she didn't have a lot of different ones to send. So she sent me 12 of this one. And I just absolutely love this playing card. So I was not at all upset. I'm thinking I'll do a series of them and do them, decorate them en masse. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So thank you very much, Laura. It's very, very well received. And then I received more happy mail from Linda Stiles in the Happy Mail Movement and Junk Journaling with Linda group. And she had made the envelope that she used to send to me out of some sort of magazine page. It feels like maybe it might even be like a wrapping paper or something. I cut it open very carefully from the end. Oh, it's a calendar. It's a calendar page that she used, but I just love the pickup truck with the flowers in the back in the turquoise color. You see it everywhere in a red, the red pickup truck, but turquoise is my color, so I really, really, really like that. And then we get one of the round Forever USA stamps, which is awesome with the, what do they call that? I'm not sure what that's called. Compass rose, I think. And then just birds and wood grain and all things that I like. So thank you very much for the envelope. And then inside of it, we get a package of poppy seeds with seeds in it. And covered paper clip. Really pretty blue and black and beige with butterflies and a little bit of lace. Pretty. One of Linda's famous flowers, not cut out. But then there was a bunch of them that are cut out. And I know that Linda often colors her background and then cuts out her flowers. It looks like this time she used magazine pages that were already colorful, which is a great idea. So pretty. And then an actual silicone stamp of a dragonfly. I love dragonflies, so I'll definitely use that. I might even use it today. And then a fall leaves tag that looks like it might have been cut out of scrapbook paper. It's almost like a cardstock. And then this little booklet, I guess, wrapped up in nice fall colored ribbon. I love that ribbon. And it's, oh, I guess that was the binding. It's a little notebook, just with little coffee stained lined paper. And I guess this was how she bound it together. I guess she would put the knot on the outside. I'll just tie that back up. I might have to salvage that ribbon and sew that together. I'm sure Linda won't mind if I alter it, make it my own. Let's see, what else have we got here? Simple letter fold to create extra writing space. So she's just taken a piece of a Reader's Digest condensed book, had a picture on one side, and almost completely blank page on the other side. And she's just basically giving me the idea that a simple fold can be added into pockets and so on, and keep it thin so that it'll fit and not bulk up your book too much. And then this one is called the French letter fold, and she's decorated this piece of, oh, it's a Granger catalog page, so it's very thin, not as thick as magazine page even, but it's a certain way that you fold. And I guess in the way back times, they did do this, and this is how letters were sent. They weren't put in envelopes. So it's just a blue page out of the index of the catalog. And anyway, it doesn't have writing space in this case, but she was probably just doing it to show me the fold more so than anything. And what I could do is like gesso this side, and then you could write on it, or add another piece of paper or bits of paper. If I don't want to bulk up the folded sections too much, I could rip little squares of paper and put them in there in a coordinating solid color. Maybe even purple because of the purple flowers on the front. They're kind of purplish blue. Anyway, I love seeing different ways to fold up letters and stuff, so that was fun. And then she sent me a little letter. And then just a little journaling card with faux script and splatters and a dragonfly and a seal. Just, I think, either a stamped image. Actually, this one kind of feels slippery on the back. It almost makes me wonder if it's a sticker, but I don't think it is. And then a die cut, which kind of got mangled in the package. Probably not when you put it in, Linda, but when I took it out, it got mangled. But I will cut it up and use it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'll use little bits of it here and there. And again, in a nice fall color, brown and orange and cream. And then a little tiny envelope or pocket with out of book page with the J. And then J jump rope. I have this printable myself, and I've used it recently. And that was just folded to fit in. And then a die cut of the word hugs. Another little piece of that die cut. Oh, and I think this was in that. It was the right size to go in there anyway, and it's the right colors. I have a feeling that was meant to be in there. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. I would have to force it in, and it will go. Kind of looks right in there. And then just a piece out of magazine or catalog, and I especially like the pumpkin one, but the carousel is neat too. Something I can fussy cut. And then another journaling card. And then some post-it notes with butterflies, all different ones. And then I wasn't quite sure what to make of this. It's cut out of a book about butterflies, it looks like. And it looks like it's supposed to be a pocket or something. I'm not quite sure if this goes in here, maybe? Probably. Once you glue that down to the page, this is the tag you would put in it. And then another couple of altered paper clips. So this one has a couple of discs on the front and a little pockets with tiny little ephemera inside. Love that. And then this is out of some sort of a botanical book as well. Just a little pocket of dandelions. It might even be just out of a more colorful dictionary, because there's other names that start with D. Let's see on the other page. Yeah, it's still D words. So that's cute. And then this little dangle with 4 little pieces of, 5 little pieces of paper. And a bulb pin. Cute. I think that was in there. And then an avocado dyed hidden paper clip. A tiny little mailing label on there. And it looks like she used some sort of magazine page for the inner parts that you don't really see. That's really cute. So those are all becoming cherished parts of my collection. And I can't wait to send something back to Linda. I already have something set aside for her that she mentioned in her note. So Linda, if you're watching, you've got something more to look forward to. I'll definitely send you something back. And I think I'm going to get on with my crafty day. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. But most of all, have a great day and happy crafting.